Daylight Dave! Hey, welcome back. Hey, in this video, I'm just going to kind of show, my track diagram here. It's rough in pencil. It's not CAD designed or anything like that. And then I'm going to show you how I stage my trains. I got a good buddy of mine, and his first name is Dave, coming over tomorrow. He's a retired UP locomotive engineer. Used to work for the WP Western Pacific. So anyways, I look forward to seeing him. I haven't seen him in a number of years. Anyways, so I got some trains staged, but I'll just show you real quick. Somebody asked me as far as a diagram, and I did a diagram, I don't know, a year or two ago or something like that. Diagram video. Anyway, so it looks like a total mess, which it somewhat is, but we're going to start here in Oakland. And this is intermodal. This is my Port of Oakland, and I'm currently using it for coal. We ship out coal here overseas, so coal trains come in here and they use all these tracks, and you guys have kind of seen that on my layout. So anyways, this is my local switching yard right here, and it all converges into West Oakland Yard here. I got an intermodal facility here, arrival departure tracks here, obviously a diesel shop or roundhouse is here, and over here this is all hidden behind a backdrop, a little squiggly line. So what you think is a ton of tracks here, actually there's a number of tracks that are hidden, so you don't see them. So anyways, 5 tracks here. Staging Desert Yard, that actually exists. 16th Street Desert Yard, that exists. Kind of the cool thing is it actually does, it hooks a left. You kind of come out of the desert, you hook a left, and you continue on through West Oak. Anyways, that's my Embarcadero, call it the Embarcadero line. I got ConAgra and gravel and cement place out here. And coming around East Oakland, you guys seen East Oakland. 2 mainline tracks coming around here. This is my divider between like East Oakland, Fruitvale area. And all of a sudden from here to this point, you're now in the Nile sub in the Fremont area. So think of this as, God, I don't know how many miles, 15 miles apart or something like that. I'm totally guesstimating. But so come down Fremont, you guys know my chip plant, drywall plant right there. And you stay off to the right, you go down to Warm Springs. Oh God, I'm kind of losing it here on the camera, sorry. Warm Springs, and then this is staging back here, my Milpitas, San Jose staging back there. I got 2 tracks there, and it's, I was looking to see how many feet off the ground it is, but I'm not sure. I'm guesstimating about 36 inches off the ground, so. Okay, so let's backtrack here, so I can go, one thing I can do is I can loop around, hook a left here, behind the helix, and there's a crossover right there, so I can just make a big reverse loop and go back the other way. So I use this reverse loop in a number of different places. Say if I'm bringing a train into Oakland and I just want to restage it, I come through one of these tracks here, come around, zip around, and again I just use the same reverse loop. Multi-use reverse loop, zip around, and I can come around, I can go into any of these 5 tracks here. Okay, so let's go up the helix. So any of these 2 tracks up the helix, about a 31-inch radius on the outside, 28.5 on the inside. So usually going up, I take the outside track. And inside, depending on if I got traffic, I'll use the inside, but most times I just run on the outside track. Okay, let's go up. Hang on, I gotta get back. I'm watching Chicago PD, so commercial's over. Hang on. Okay, hey, back at a commercial. Coming up on the helix. Circling around. This is level 3, my highest level. And I'll show you the, well, I'll just go right here. Altamont, right in this area, 6 feet 4 inches. There's my door to the house, so I just walk right underneath the darn thing. But anyways, come around here. This is what I'm working on right here, my ballasting in the Pleasanton area. San Ramon branch splits off there. Gravel place is going to be there eventually. I'll get that. That's what I'm working on this winter. Hopefully I'll have that done for the first of the year. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty simple in there. Anyway, so it comes along here. You see my bridges. It comes down here. Now we're circling down. There's two ways down. There's another helix here, 3-level helix that goes down on the old SP. It's the SP. That's the old WP. Same thing here. WP here, SP here. They kind of crisscross, and that's how they did in the railroad. They kind of crossed over on a bridge and then crossed back over again. Up by Altamont. Anyways, coming down, Midway siding. Railroad, it's really not a super long siding, but I've been in there many a time. Let's just put it that way. Here's the backdrop, squiggly line, so we're going to circle around. Lyeth, there's the diamond. The old SP Valley line used to cross there at Lyeth. It's owned by a short line now, but at least the diamond's still there. Anyway, so we're coming down. Okay, hang on. Let's go to level 2. Oh, my cat Fumble was chewing on the end of this cord here. My Christmas lights. Yeah, I got my Christmas lights up already. What the heck? But anyways, it reminded me of that movie. Hey, what's that movie? Oh, with Chevy Chase. It's that Christmas movie where he kidnaps his boss and stuff like that. It's funnier than heck. Anyways, he was chewing on that. I go, oh no, I don't want my cat fried. Fumble. Yeah, he's fun. Okay, next commercial, level 2, level 2. Okay, so we're coming down, down this way, and this is all second level stuff. But anyway, so from the 3rd level, we connect right here, and I can do multitude of things. I can circle back around and hook onto the old SP tracks. Well, these are the 2 SP main tracks here. Main track 1, main track 2. Or I can hook into the yard here, and intermodal yard tracks are in this area right here. Wish I had better glasses on, but I don't. But you're picking up on this. Anyways, a lot of times if I have an intermodal train, I'll leave West Oak, go up and over the Altamont, come on down, come in here, and just like the railroad, except we go into Lathrop, we'd add more cars. We'd pick up more cars to take back to the Midwest or back east or something like that. So the trick is I just come in here, and there used to be an intermodal place here years ago when the UP first took over the WP until they built the yard in Lathrop, about 4 miles away or so. Anyway, so add more cars, then we take off here. Here's the BNSF. BNSF Diamond is here. But we take off here, cruise on through North Stockton. Nothing but more staging. These are all hidden staging tracks behind the backdrop. I've got a total of 5. So from this point here, or I can put in a bridge. I hardly ever put in a bridge because I just use it as staging as North Stockton. And vice versa. This is the old SP coming through Lathrop. And this is all hidden staging tracks. You know, for this run session, you know, I hate to use the word operations because on the railroad we never even use that word. You know, we run trains. So my buddy's coming over, retired engineer. Man, we run trains. We don't operate. We're gonna run some trains. So anyways, all that to say, that's kind of a weird side note. Hidden staging tracks. So from here to here, that'll hold about 36 cars. Here's the signals right in this area right there for the diamond. So it'll hold a good 36 cars. So from here to here with about 3 engines, about 28 cars, and like I said, 3 engines. So Ace Train facilities right here, and this is what they call the SAC sub, which is the old WP that you know, the old railroad, the old WP, this is using the old WP yard here. And they pretty much decommissioned the old SP yard. I just use it for storing cars now, but there's a number of tracks there, but most of the tracks have been torn out. Anyways, the old WP, come across here, pound the diamonds, cruise through here, and then cross over to the SAC sub, which was the WP. I know. TMI, too much information. But here's the Mormon yard would be right about here, which is in Stockton. That's the old Santa Fe yard, now the BNSF yard. They still use it. But here's my interchange track here. I put cars right there. So Okay, I'm jibber-jabbering. Let's go to layer room after the next commercial. Hang on, Chicago PD's on. Hang on, son of a gun, I forgot my short lines. Real quick. So cars get set out here in the yard here. The cars that get set out here are either for the Stockton Terminal Eastern, which runs down here, you know, just a short line, runs all the way down to Linden, runs down to Balota. Ethanol plant right there. That's about it. You can tail out here, use that as a tail. And then other cars get set up for the Tidewater. So the Tidewater Southern, from here to here, I am just like, I have not done any work on it in a couple of years. I don't know what to do. I'm going to ask my buddies for some suggestions, help on it. But anyway, so come around here. I got this pretty much all done. Comes around here, and there's in North Modesto, there was a grain place. It hasn't been used in umpteen years, but anyways, I got a balloon track right there. Kind of see it kind of circles around. And from here, circle around to here, that'll hold 36 cars. Okay, next up. Okay, here we are, bunch of empty coal cars, and we are at the Port of Oakland. Here's a picture of the real railroad, and it looks pretty much the same as mine. I tried to duplicate it, but yeah, it's the old WP. That's the actual track diagram for the real railroad. Okay, West Oak local switching yard, and that's my staging. There's I got 2 manifest trains staged there out of the desert yard, and I got an Amtrak train sitting there. He's all staged too. Bart's sitting there. And one thing I did is, I think I showed you on a previous video over the past week or two, is when I have people come over and we run trains, I try to clear out a lot of cars. So I put about 120 cars in storage, because it's like, you know, you go to people's layouts and they got so many cars, and it's like, make it simple. Don't put cars all over the place, and people get overwhelmed, especially people that are first-timers. Anyway, so local switching, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yard tracks clear. That far one on the right, that's kind of my runaround track there. Anyway, circling back around here. Intermodal. I got some local power right there. This power is set up to, well, they're going to pull these 2 rails. This rail right here, get my finger in there, and this rail right there, they're going to double over, and they're set for departure out of here. They're going to go back to the Midwest. So, empty rock train, and we got some empty cement cars too, and they're going to go to Pleasanton. That train's all ready to go. He's sitting on the yard lead. And he's waiting for a signal, waiting for a crew too. This power is for this Z train here. These little piggies, they're going to go to market. That's just a short little track where I park my power. So he's all staged, and they'll just pull up and back into there. Once we get a crew, we got to get a crew. They're just about done unloading automobiles here. Okay, down here in Warm Springs, all these old SB engines are stored to be sent to scrap. They're not, well, most of them are not going to be serviceable, so they're going to be sent to scrap. This little post here, this is just a temporary support. I can take that out when we start moving some trains, so it's just to keep this upper level from sagging a little bit, otherwise it'll kind of sag. But yeah, I could just take that sucker out. Some local power there. I got my remote engine right here. Switch some cars here. And this power right here, this goes between Warm Springs and West Oak. Okay, up in my Stockton yard. Hey, so we got a stack train right here. He pulled in, dropped off some cars here in Stockton. He just needs to go to Oakland, take these containers into Oakland. So he's all ready to go. A bunch of G's right there. Local switching power. And again, I've seen this in Stockton where they put back-to-back Rio Grande engines just like that for some local power, not for switching. It was, might have run up to Oakdale. That's kind of what I'm guessing it used that run up to Oakdale. There's my diesel shop. Just power sitting around. Regular power, nothing too exciting. Stack train. That's going to be picked up and that's going to be taken elsewhere. These cars right here, those flats with those empty trailers. Okay, cruising across the BNSF. Hey, I didn't crank up the light because it's going to be too noisy. So, other trains I got staged here is these cars right here. This is for the Stockton Terminal Eastern. And you can run either this power or I kind of put some power off to the side here. You could use that power there for the ST&E. ST&E, they bought Western Pacific S2s and S4s and stuff. Anyways, side note. That's my WP power. But anyways, this train there is a grain train, and that's going to go to the balloon track in North Modesto. And this is a Phoenix train. Phoenix, years ago, they used to run this Phoenix train, and I'll go back here. But nothing but lumber. Tons of lumber. I mean, it's like once a week you ran an entire train of lumber because they were like on a building boom. That was before the housing crisis. Back here in West Oak, again, like I said, I mean, take off some of your cars. Don't have too many cars where it's like you're plugged. And it just gets frustrating when you can't move around and stuff. So my arrival and departure tracks, hey, I got 2 tracks clear right now. And then once we get that other train, we'll pull these 2 rails. And we're good. Okay, if you looked at my diagram, you saw Fresno, like Fresno staging. So right now I'm not staging any trains. Like I said, there's 60 plus cars that are just in temporary storage. Just get them off the layout and they're just sitting here. So get them out of the way. And that's about it in a nutshell. Let's just put it that way. Hey, happy holidays. I know, it's coming up fast. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm going to have fun tomorrow. So in the meantime, hey, appreciate all the comments. I really like all the comments. So I try to respond to everyone. Sometimes I miss one because I get buried. But hey, Daylight Dave, we're out. Stockton Diesel Shop, signing out.